Hello everybody, hope you're having a good weekend. So before I begin, I'm going to tell you what my life motto is. Tell me what kind of family you are and I will tell you what kind of person you are. So to introduce myself, I will share my family dynamic. So every Sunday morning, I get a text from my mom asking my siblings and I what time we're available for our weekly phone call. And you may be asking, why is it important? Or why am I telling you this story? So, since 2014, my family and I have no longer lived together except for COVID. And there's no any dramatic story, it's just life happening. So, in 2014, my family, my two siblings, my mother and I moved to Dallas, Texas, while my dad stayed in Mexico City to keep working. Later on, my brother moved to Washington, D.C. to study in Georgetown. Afterwards, my sister left to study in Notre Dame University in Indiana. Afterwards, it was my time to leave. So, with all the work, traveling, time difference, it has become impossible to gather together. So, our solution has become to do a weekly family meeting to keep each other updated on what's going on in our lives and to share our peaks and our pits of our lives. So that is how we communicate. Our peaks is the most important thing or the best thing that happened in our lives, in our weeks, and then the pit is the not so fun things that happen in our lives. So let me begin. My dad, he's a very hardworking person. His pit of this week was that he had some work problems, but his peak was that he had a really good day in the stock market. My mom, she's the heart of the family. She's the one that keeps us all connected, and her peak of this week was that she had a really good week at work, and her pit was that she had some extended family problems. Oliver, my older sibling, he's the most humble, sincere person you will ever meet. His peak was winning his football tournament, and his pit was that he didn't do so good in his exam. Michelle, she's a determined little girl. She is my older sibling, and she's also my built-in best friend. Her pit was that she's getting really overwhelmed with all the work that she has going on and all the extracurricular things that she has going on. And her peak was that her startup is going really, really good, which I'm very happy for her. And me, my peak this week was that I got to spend some time with some really good friends this weekend, and my pit was that I really miss my family. So I always wait for this moment every week to share my peak and my pit of my week. I'm very excited when I get to hear their voices, and when I do, no matter where I am, I feel like I'm home. So, what is your peak and what is your pit of this week?